Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ine Ireland and Deshnikas, and welcome to a midweek version of our Week at a Glance videos, this week featuring week 4. Good morning and welcome into our Google Classroom. This is where we start almost all of our videos. You can see contact information. The easiest one, if you want to catch me during the workday, is mireland@sagchip.org. Its notification is louder. I'll see it first. Or calling the school. This is my Google Voice number. This allows you to send me a text or call me after hours. I do work a second job, so I may not always answer right away. The best way to reach me is text if it's a quick message. If you need to have me call you back, then I absolutely will. You'll see on here that we have today's newsletter. We'll be talking about that in just a moment. Last week's video, which comes from way back in Sunday, in our previous newsletter, and our breakfast and lunch menus for September. I did want to show you something from our classwork tab. Students can access this by their Google Classroom app or on a Chromebook. We don't quite have the Chromebooks in the room yet, hopefully ASAP, but if they want to at home, we do have this Padlet. And if they click on that Padlet where it says Learn from Home, and this was originally developed prior even to COVID, but developed here to give students access to things. We have some Ojibwe People's Dictionary, Ojibwe.net. We have some practice things like Recess, Room Recess. Duolingo is a popular one. We will be using that in class. Some technology pieces. Social studies and science, language arts, math, and some FYI. It's a good spot for students if they want to go do something because they're bored and they're in your hair and say, you know what, why don't you practice some typing? These are skills that are useful, or some geography. They'll be helpful to them. I do try to update this periodically with new resources and making sure students are in the correct classes. But if you run into errors, email me and I will solve them for you. Let's go into our newsletter for this week. And the key topic this week is the Rising trip. That is tomorrow. Students have been sent home a permission slip as of Tuesday. It must be signed and returned by tomorrow morning in order for your student to go. There is 3 boxes. One says that they can go, and the other 2 are for lunch. If you're going to send a lunch with your student, which is fine, you can bring a cold lunch, check that box. If they need Miss Bridget to bring a lunch or provide the lunch, there you go, that works too. Our goal is to leave by 8:30, so if students arrive after that, they won't have much to do. They might just send it back with you. Can't say for certain though. We should be back between 3 and 3:30. The goal is 3 o'clock, obviously. If we are running after that, we will ask the school to send out a text message to make sure that students can be picked up. The buses generally pull out between 3:20, 3:25, so we should make them. We'll let you know if there's any problems with that. Students should be dressed for canoeing. Maybe not, don't wear your best pair of J's, would be my first piece of advice. Like for me, I'm going to wear shorts and a hat so I don't get sunburned. Maybe bring some sunblock. Be comfortable. I will hold on to cell phones. Students are not permitted to use their cell phones in the vans, but we can bring them with us in case they need to reach out to you because we're running behind. Otherwise, it should be a pretty good day. A lot of fun. Great learning opportunity for our students. We also have Popcorn Friday returning as of this week. You can buy up to 4 bags, 50 cents each, and or 2 cups of Gatorade at 25 cents each. There is no school on Monday or Friday on the week coming up. So on the 23rd, it's staff professional development. Last year, we used to do half days on Wednesdays and we'd serve lunch. After hearing feedback from parents and guardians, we have opted that we'll just do full day PDs. That way you don't have to try to find out how to get your child to someone who can watch them. Also, no school on Friday the 27th in recognition of Anishinaabeg Giigigad, also known in English as Michigan Indian Day. We are passing out homework. It actually did go home yesterday. I do want students to actually take it with them. Some are trying to get it done before they go. It kind of defeats the purpose of this training to take something home or take it to the after-school program here at the gym and then turn it back in, that responsibility. I do send out emails basically every week, sometimes a little more frequently. And obviously, if you receive this video, you've received this email. In our core content, we just finished up the chapter on place value in math and moving on to multiplication. The goal is to multiply 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. And I've noticed that some students would benefit from flashcards. And parents in the past have asked me, where should I buy them? My recommendation is the dollar store. The difference between a $1.25 package of flashcards and $4 somewhere else is the money you spend. They're all going to have 3 times 3 is still 9 regardless. There are some online apps that do flashcards as well, but I don't have one loaded up to recommend to you today. Language arts we're doing on civics, government, and citizenship, really with the goal of teaching skills on how to read informational text. We are going to use Words Their Way to strengthen spelling skills. I haven't launched that yet until we have Chromebooks in the classroom. And we use Writing A to Z to develop our writing skills. Social studies, we are looking at North America before colonization, and we'll soon be looking at indigenous regions. In science, we are studying the ecosystems. This week, we learned that air has weight. And you can see language today is for this episode, these are the words we'll actually look at next week, have to do with ricing. So you can kind of see it. And Ojibwe Live People's Dictionary, the online version, is my source. And a lot of these will have words that you can actually hear as well. Now you can see our learning plan. We do have NWEA testing coming up. That's going to be tentatively Wednesday and Thursday. And this will give us an opportunity to see where we're at, help me make decisions on what's next, and then measure our growth throughout the year. No school on Monday and Friday, so it should be a pretty easy week for the kids. I do recommend on assessments that students get a decent night's rest ahead of time. Make sure they have breakfast, even if it's here at the academy. Speaking of breakfast, we did send paperwork home to sign up and apply for free and reduced lunch. If you've received that for your family, please send that back. It can go either to me and I'll get it to the office, or if you'd like, you can have your student deliver it right to the main office. I hope everyone has a great day. If you have any questions about tomorrow's field trip, please feel free to reach out to me at mireland@sagchip.org, or you can call the school. Our AV team is the group organizing tomorrow's trip. So I look forward to an awesome day, a day to get out, learn how to do the ricing process, and have that cultural knowledge. Without further ado, I'd like to say Bama P and wish everyone a Minogija.